That's carried. Thank you very much. Next one is Waipuna, Halswell-Hornby-Riccarton Community Board. Mike Mora. And not Peter Dow.
Thank you, Leanne, and councillors, and welcome to my left-hand side, Matt McClintock, who's going to guide me through this morning. Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
Kia ora from the Waipuna Halswell-Hornby-Riccarton Community Board. We, at our meeting on the 27th of November, we approved some road safety issues, U-turn restrictions, no right turns, etc., new bus stop locations, and we approved some road names in a new subdivision, Mary Carpenter Ave, Ada Wells Court and Arabella Crescent, and we made quite a lot of allocation youth development funding for 13 local recipients, so that was all good. Our Part A's, that are coming up in the agenda later on. The Templeton area speed limited changes, Knightstream and Longhurst proposed 40 km per hour speed limit. That's an ideal opportunity to actually, in the two new subdivisions, to actually introduce a 40k limit in that subdivision rather than having, so when people drive into that area, they know that it's a 40k area right through the whole thing. So in line with that, we're also asking for our Part A recommendations are for the proposed Kia crossings and school buses only parking restrictions for the Knightstream School, which will be opening in the new year at that location, and also the Wigram Primary School proposed Kia crossing as well. So that's, and parking restrictions. We do have a PX matter coming up later as well. So the significant projects in our area are the Halswell Heritage Garden. And the Cashmere Garden Group have been active in planting around in the Halswell Quarry area, and they have working bees where people go, and these groups go and individuals and plant plants, and they've got hose fittings fitted so they can water them, all of that sort of thing. So that's around the Patterson House as well in Halswell Quarry, so that's really good. And the Oaklands Primary School Eco Warriors, that's something that we're really pleased with. Now these Eco Warriors have won a National Champion Award for the Junior Community Problem Solving category. So that's something that's really that we're really proud of. The names of the young people are there. I won't read them all out, but they've been working very hard to develop their project to make Oakland School rubbish free, and we'll continue with that project into the new year. Community facilities updates. We'll go on. We'll follow your lead here, Matt. The Riccarton Street Party in Elizabeth Street. It's the 10th year that we've held that, and oh, what a wonderful event that is, and it's just teeming with different cultures and people of all ages. It's just absolutely wonderful. Close off quite a bit of Elizabeth Street, and it's just a wonderful event. So long may that continue. And our next slide is, yes, our Uru Manuka Education Trust. That's bridging the digital divide in low decile schools to accelerate school achievement. I did have the pleasure of actually visiting Hornby Primary School just recently, and in conjunction with the with Hornby High School and Intermediate School there, and it's just absolutely wonderful program. So that's something that it's just to bridge that gap and accelerate the student achievement. So that's something that we're really, really pleased to know is happening in our area. And yes, so I'll carry on back with our agenda. I've got here the Halswell-Hornby project. So that have had their lease extended for another period. That's another, the Halswell Hub is a really, really good project for Halswell. It just keeps that Halswell community alive and buzzing, and it's just really good. The former Link building, that's by the High Community Centre. That's we're looking for expressions of interest for that building. Harrington Park, with the recent completion of the public toilets and the artwork, murals, etc., that's gone on the walls there, is really, really wonderful. And the feedback obtained from the playground upgrade engagement is on completion. The draft plan will be presented to the board before proceeding out for consultation. So there's a lot happening in Harrington Park. Halswell Skate Park is underway. So we're really looking forward to, that's being constructed as we speak, and we're looking forward to the Escape Jam to mark the opening on the 18th of January next year. So dust off those skateboards. Now moving on then to the Riccarton Community Centre. Resource and building consents have been granted. Tenders for construction of the new building have closed, so we don't know who they are. But anyway, there's a small sod turning coming up. So that's been something that's been around for a long time, and as soon as the sod's turned, the construction can get underway. The issues around the antisocial behaviour in around the bus lounge is died down. Thanks very much for your intervention there, Leanne, and chatting with the police. But it is something that we were hoping would actually die away, and it clearly has. Any incidents that are going on around there could be stuff that's going on anywhere else in town. So there's nothing special there. And the Aldhurst War Memorial Hall has come back to our board again, and they've got a resurged group looking at, in fact, this week they were meeting on site with engineers and to have a look at what they can do with that building. So they'll be coming back to with a report by the business plan by April. So we're that's a work in progress. So we're really keen that that's still there, but it's taken longer for them to get their business plan together.
But this is potentially for the community to take it back over.
Correct.
Great.
Absolutely. Yes.
Possibly.
Oh, you're planning
right.
to? Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, that's a different one than I've got. Yeah. Because my helpful on, yeah, my helpful.
It's different. Well, this goes with what you've just been saying.
Okay. So sorry, there's been a little bit of confusion here. Planning for that War Memorial Hall commenced in 1946, and the land was gifted by the Kyle family. And the Kyle family is still in that area. Kyles were on the old Paparoa County Council back in the day as well. So, and the community fundraised £600 and applied for a pound-to-pound subsidy for grant for a memorial hall, and fundraising included the growing of fine crops of potatoes, etc. And it was opened in 1954. And I've seen newspaper clippings of the farmers and their crops out with their tractors, tilling the soil to grow the crops, to raise funds to build that hall as the memorial. And as I've said before, it's not the plaques that are hanging on the wall that's the memorial, it is the hall itself. So I'm really pleased that there's still an opportunity to save that hall before the demolition ball hits it.
Yep. A fine crop of potatoes ain't gonna fundraise.
Sorry?
A fine crop of potatoes ain't gonna fundraise sufficient. You know, so it's gonna obviously require a lot of work. I mean, it took 8 years from planning to opening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, they came, they asked,
Yep.
and we've
You've given them the
so the
time.
other up and coming events is the Hornby Hoops, which is coming up this Friday, 4 till 9 p.m. at Hornby High School. The Global Christmas, which is this Saturday at Ray Blank Park. Global Christmas is a multicultural global Christmas, so that's what for new migrants and all that, to showcase how Christmas is celebrated in many different cultures in Christchurch. So that's from 5 till 10 p.m. this Saturday at Ray Blank Park. And I'd also like to comment on the fun day in the park that we had last Sunday. It was supposed to be the Sunday before, but of course the weather kicked in, and so the Greater Hornby Residents Association run that event last Sunday, and it was a really good successful event for the first time. And Jimmy, you learnt to throw gumboots, didn't you, Jimmy? And also Jimmy, I think for the first time saw a sack race. So it was really good to have some of those different things being run there, and it was just a lovely thing. The first time that this has been run. So anyway, hopefully it'll be ongoing. And Santa Claus. Sorry. You'll have to ask.
Well,
ask
you
Jimmy.
know, we've got 10 minutes, so.
Okay. The only other thing I'd just like to say is that Jimmy reported that my wife was sitting on Father Christmas's knee, but anyway, I didn't see that. The Father Christmas sacrificed his reindeer this year and came by hot rod with the courtesy of the Rod Benders Hot Rod Club. So that was a really good event. So am I past my time?
Yes.
Okay. Other than that, then I'd just like to wish everybody a very happy and memorable Christmas, and go out and spread good cheer to everybody around you. Thank you. And thanks to the staff too for the support of our board through the year. Some of it's been difficult, but anyway, we've got there.
Thank you.
All
Right.
the best.
Jimmy would like to move and would like to second. Any discussion? I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you very much. And
Thank you.